So now that you've been in the industry, you said almost coming on 40 years, 30 something years, I think you said, and 21 years with Sterling. What is some advice that, two-part question again, what is some advice that you would love to tell your specific self, that if you were starting off, and what is some advice that you'd like to tell a newer artist starting off, whether it be in the industry in general or whether it be specific to mastering in your specific subset?
Um, what would I tell myself? I mean, there were times during my career I thought about getting out. There were some lows in my career work wise, and like just I made transitions from one studio to another, and I hadn't had a hit record in a while, and I thought about getting out. And you know I'm just glad I never got out. I'm glad I just stuck with it and I sucked it up, and I remained strong about my beliefs about what I could do, and what I wanted to do. And I mean, I would have definitely told myself stay with it. Like if it's your passion, live your passion, man. Don't like selling out or giving in. Like I tell young kids when they come in here, like no parent wants their kid to be in the music business. And I have 3 kids and I have 1 son in the music business. And when he said he wanted to do it, when he was 12, he started playing guitar and he never put it down. And he's 23 now. And he plays every instrument. He's a producer, a mixer, an artist. He does all this stuff. And at no point during that did I ever tell him to think about something else. I never told him to change his mind or try something else or, look for a second job. And he's, he lives in LA now. He's going through it. There's high points and low points. And I just keep offering him advice, like to stay with it, maybe go to try and get a job at another studio, look for new artists, look for new people to work with. Just keep doing that, but don't give up, because I believe in him as, a mixer and a producer and an artist. He's really good. And I'm not just saying that because he's my son, but I don't want to I want him to believe in himself and to follow through with his dream.
Absolutely. And it's so fascinating, man. I completely second what you're saying. I mean, obviously you have a ton more experience than I do, but I even on a smaller scale, I completely relate to what you're saying in the sense of there were plenty of times I wanted to, give up my career, and I didn't see any fruit or any real movement in my career, I dropped out of college 7 years ago to do music full time, and it was 7 years of pretty much nothing. And I tell this story all the time from the day that I dropped out of college, and now I think about it one day the goal obviously is to win a Grammy kind of thing. And it's that Grammy speech, I need to thank my wife more than anything else for sticking with me through all these crazy things. Cause it's of course I had the balls to do it, but she didn't sign up for that. You know what I mean?
No, at this point, I'd thank my ex-wife at this point for never backing out of my beliefs and whatever back when we were married. But it's one of these things, it's so hard to really get into this business and then to maintain it and do it. I've had friends that still ask me when they see me, are you still doing the music thing? I'm like, the music thing?
Oh my gosh.
Still doing the music thing. Still doing it. Yeah. And then who you work with? Dua Lipa. Really? They look at me like I'm not cool enough to work with Dua Lipa or, Harry Styles or, Lady Gaga. It's yeah, they actually hire me to do their,
people have no concept of the offensiveness that they put off when they say stuff. I know. It's so funny, man.
Here's something funny. The first time I was nominated for a Grammy, I told my parents and they're like, really? And I was like, yeah. It's yeah, I have the #1 record in the world.
Oh my gosh.
And they were like, oh, okay, whatever that means. I was
oh my gosh. That's the worst too, when nobody has a concept of what you're actually the gravity of what you're talking about too. That's the worst too.
Yeah, no, I mean, I shrug all that stuff off now. I don't even care.
Of course. It comes with time. Absolutely.